Welcome, bienvenidos to the madness. Today's video is going to be kind of, why are you standing in front of my window, man? I don't know, some person is standing in front of my window. I think they're walking their dog, but, you never know. It just scares me to see a human standing there because the window's open. Anyhow, today we're going to have a little video where we're going to have a little conversation that is going to join what's happening with me with what's happening on social media, and hopefully you'll get some pointers and some information, and or at least you'll be entertained for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or however long this is. I don't know how long it's going to be. Anyway, I've been gone for a while and I am going to put you up to speed. I don't know how much you know, so I'm just going to tell you the whole story and then you can make your decisions based on that, and that's when I'm going to add all the information. So this Sunday is going to be 7 weeks that I've been working. I found a part-time job doing something that I absolutely love. I'm not going to give you any details about it because it's just not necessary, but I might in the future, just not now. I am having a lot of fun. However, it's a lot of work, and my legs and my feet are killing me, which is why today is my day off. And other than this video, I'm probably going to spend my entire day with my feet up. I don't know when this video is going to go out, because when I finish filming this video, I have to edit the Patreon video, which if you're a patron, you need to go to that one, because that one gives you information that I am going to give on this one. And I don't want you telling me that I didn't tell you, because I did. Anyway, I'm doing that on purpose because there's information that I want them to know. Anyway, I went ahead and filmed the Patreon video. I said I was not going to edit that video, but I think I am, for a couple of reasons. There's a couple of times that I coughed and I don't want them to go deaf, and some other things. But there's also, I realized that I took a picture that I wanted to add to that video. I did it while I was talking, so I want them to see what the picture looked like. And so, yeah, I'm going to edit that one first. But before I do any of that, I need to lay down and take a nap. Because, again, what happens is, because I work 4 to 5 days in a row and then I get the day off, the pain that I'm in right now is unbearable. And that was to be expected. I am, y'all thought I was kidding when I laid down in bed all day here. No, I am in pain 24 hours a day. But I decided that if I'm going to be in the same pain whether I work or not, I might as well get a part-time job that I can work. Now, what I'm doing is I'm having my fruit shake in the morning so I can swallow all my supplements and vitamins. I'm not eating anything more than a breakfast bar that is gluten-free at lunchtime, and then I work all the way until I get home, and that's when I eat. So I'm actually eating 2 meals a day plus the breakfast bar and the morning shake. It's not as much as normal. More importantly, that's at least 6 hours that I'm guaranteed that I'm not snacking on like a crazy person. So that helps with the weight. Yes, I got rid of 10 pounds the first month that I worked there. So that should tell you what's happening. I do believe you can see it a little bit on my face. I don't know, but it is what it is. Now, because I've been working, I have decided to let YouTube take a backseat for a minute until I figure out a schedule that works for me. I have come to the conclusion, my boss and I were talking about maybe having the 2 days off together. And if that happens, then I can batch process content for everything I have, all my social media, and just post them on the days whenever. And if that's a thing that's going to happen, I have to prepare myself, meaning that the 5 days before, the 2 days, or the 1 day that I'm going to record, I need to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row, all my outlines of what I'm going to say on each video and whatnot. And it's going to take me a couple of weeks to set up the systems. I was offered something yesterday, and that might also impact how many hours I have for YouTube. So all of that is swimming in my mind when I see a video by Peter Mann about the Def Noodles situation. And one of the things that Peter kept hammering was, don't give up, don't give up, don't ever give up. Especially if this is something you love. Now, like I said on Patreon, I absolutely love creating content. Not just the videos. even the carousels and the still shots and everything. I love taking my phones with me and taking pictures of everything and posting it online. Not because I want people to know where I am, but because I want people to see what I see, because I think some things are beautiful, some things are crazy, some things are just interesting. And I'm wondering if anybody else finds them funny, educational, or interesting like I do. I can't see myself off of social media. Let's put it that way. If a job told me we can hire you and give you $60,000 a year, but you can never be on social media again, I'd probably say no. I love doing this, number one. Number two, there's a video that I'm planning on doing, and I haven't decided if it's going to be for this channel or Aviddiva, where I want to have a conversation about how we go on this rat race. How much of it is the media pulling us to be like the Joneses, and how much is our own motivation to just, we're already wired to be competitive or whatever, and how we chase dreams that might not be our dreams, or we chase because we love the chase and we don't realize that we're giving up some other things. It has to do with the job that I have now and how I feel about that job and whatnot. So that'll be the next video that you'll see from the channel. If not, it's going to be coming soon. Whether I post it here or on the other channel, I am going to put the link on the community tab when that video comes out, because that video really is tugging at my heartstrings. The only reason why I haven't done the whole thing is because, sorry, there's like honking horns. The reason why I haven't done the whole thing yet is because I'm still deciding if I'm going to show you examples of people that love what they do or regret what they do. I haven't decided if I'm going to add that part, or if I'm going to make it solely based on what I've seen on social media and whatnot. So I don't know when that's going to come out, but it is going to come out, because that is something that's been on my head for weeks now. And so after watching Peter Mon tell Def Noodles, never give up, and oh my God, can you people stop? It has been quiet the entire time. Now that I'm recording, now you're making sounds. Anyway, what I was saying is, there's a lot of content that I want to create, but I have to sit down and organize it in a way that works for me so that I can batch record it and then post it for you guys. I don't know how long it's going to take me to figure out the logistics of the whole situation. I'm hoping it comes out soon. But there's also one more thing that I want you to understand. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care if 5 people watch me or 500 people watch me, because I actually have a job that pays the bills. And hopefully I keep that job. Hopefully they're happy with me. I know the answer to this comment. I just want you to understand that I don't want to be like, oh yeah, because they love me. And that's not how it works. I do the best job that I can, considering my disabilities at the moment. I think I'm doing a good job. But you never know what happens. I mean, something can happen and they decide to go in a different direction or whatever. So I don't want to oh yeah, I got this in the bag. I'm still on probation, because it's either 60 days or 90 days probation. And if it's 60 days, I still have 2 more weeks to go. Actually, today's the 3rd. 15 days to go. Yeah, 2 weeks to go. And if it's 90 days, then I have a month and a half to go. I don't know. The bottom line is, she did tell me, I just can't remember. Bottom line is, I'm not going anywhere. I want to stay creating content for you guys. I am fascinated by the conversation about the hypothetical of whether you would want to be with a man or a bear in the woods, and what that has taught me about humans and how we don't really listen to each other. And there's a lot of topics that are not political, because people can turn anything into a political situation now, which is another video that I'm working on. But the reality is that the bear versus man debate is not a political issue unless you're a certain type of person. The fact that some people are not listening, and not all of them are conservatives, by the way, The fact that people are not listening to what is been said on these videos is more fascinating to me than the actual debate. But we're going to get into it in the video that I'm working on. There are a lot of things that I want to talk about that have nothing to do with politics. And then there's this video that I'm going to show that I'm working on where I'm telling you how even the dumbest thing in the world has been turned into a political issue or a religious issue, and who benefits from that. And how we need to start looking at things and doing our own analyzing ourselves. There's a video about the media and how I do blame the Young Turks for their stance that all media should be partisan. I don't agree with that, and so I have half of that already outlined on how I want to go about it, because there's some things that I want to do to show you how we can fight that off in certain terms. The bottom line is I have a lot of content that is now having to go from my head to a notebook so that I can keep track of the outlines that I'm creating and how I'm working the topics so I can create content. Once I have that done, then I have to figure out the schedule so that I can do everything that I need to do, including I have to add workouts to my day, and I have to add batch food processing in this house. And so in that process, it's going to take me a couple of weeks to get into it. But hopefully you'll be here and you'll be waiting for me. And if you can, thank you so much for waiting. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and hopefully I show you this before the weekend ends so that that statement makes sense. But just in case I don't, have a wonderful week too. I love you all for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye.